iDigiview presents Getting Started with Digital Signage EZ, Part 1 of 3, Navigation and Development Tools. You can open the application in 4 ways. Double-click the digital signage icon on the desktop, which is the most common, or open all programs in the Start menu and select ieHip Digital Signage, or locate the ieHip Manager icon in the bottom right menu tray, double-click it, or right-click and select ieHip Digital Signage. In the center you will see what's called a uniplayer. This is where the signage that is under development is viewed. On the very top you have your dynamic mouse menu, and there are 3 commonly used buttons. The blue button on the top right is used to open to full screen. To get back and reduce it down, you double-click on the signage or simply move your mouse, and that menu bar appears again. You select the blue square. The red square on the right is your power button. It has some options that are Windows-based options like minimize, log off, restart, standby, hibernate, and shutdown. And then there are application module options of exit, where you can exit the application, restore down, which will give us the capability of seeing the Windows top and bottom menu bar during development. And you get back into your full screen format of the application by selecting maximize twice. And we're back to full screen. In the center you have a home button. That is used to refresh the folders in the folder tree on the left, which we'll cover later, and to reduce the folder tree. We now move down to the multimedia keys. The green key on the left, the green arrow, is a command for playing media and processes. And the blue square is a stop key, which clears signage content being previewed in the uniplayer. Then there's the sound controls for any content playing sound, and you have a channel plus and channel minus for up and down channels of TV, which are not in DS EZ, but they are in our client and our server application. But you can use these to go up and down content in a folder. An MCE remote or keyboard function keys can also be used for the same functions as the multimedia keys. The tree view pane of folders on the left is used for signage development and content management. Let's quickly step through these folders. The definitions are terms used in the application. You'll see those in the user guide and in our video tutorials. My PC gives access to media content on your PC. My media and my signage are simply folders that are there for you to put your own content into. You can delete those if you don't want them. Media samples are again for your use, and they actually are different size, so they can fit into different zones, whether they be vertical, horizontal, or square. Give you an easy way to learn. And there are signage samples. We have our basic standard landscape signage, which you see playing in the screen right now, or we have our signage samples that are layered on a background. Let's play one of these so you can see the layering concept. So we can place zones on top of a background and play content, and this has a green background. We'll collapse our folders with the home button and move down to play commands. Play commands contain specialized content and functions that provide flexibility in developing effective digital signage. And you can see they include ticker, weather, date, time, scheduling samples, and so on. And these are covered in the 3rd Getting Started with DS EZ video. And we have web content, where you can play web radio, web MP3 music, web TV, web movies, and web music videos. I'll open one of these quickly, a moment like this, and you can see that you can make your own music content off the web. Simply replace where the content is on the web with the URL and this keyword, and then change the title and save it. The DS EZ services, the system exit is a same thing as your power button. The support is basically our link to our iDigiview website. The account management has a member registration, which is not required, and the license key you simply play, and it will display a screen where you can enter the key and select Activate Now after you have made the purchase. And then About plays, of course, your version, and it will play it in the information window. Schedule PC, you can schedule the PC to go into standby mode and then wake it up, and then you schedule it to reboot or schedule it to shut down anytime, any day or multiple days. The common Microsoft Windows functions are used during development and content, and we are going to move to signage samples and right click on the restaurant signage sample, and the first option is play. Play initiates or plays signage media and processes, and there are three ways to play content or a process. You can either select the play button, which I prefer, or double click the media or process, or select the green arrow in the multimedia keys menu. The next option is explore and list. If I select list, it will take the signage that we have over here and display it over in the far right. If I want to move this over, I can move it over closer to my tree of folders, and then I can do development by opening this and getting my content and so on and moving it in here. Just an easier way for you to do development. And then we have the add function, and if I select add, this is one way to easily make folders, and I'll just make my web content folder. So we have two web content folders now. So now we can delete one, and that's the delete function. And we have the cut and copy and copy property, which is seldom used, and we have the link. The link function is basically used in server module. When content is linked, changing content in one site signage will automatically change the linked content in another site signage. Then there's the paste and delete you've seen. Refresh simply reloads folder content in the folder tree. The recycle bin, if you've deleted anything, you can retrieve it back into the same location it was deleted from. The update process is used in our server module to perform a push update to a remote site, or indicating to a remote site that an update is available, and its scheduled update process will then retrieve that update. And properties shows values of a folder or item when changes to the values affecting the way the content is displayed. We hope this video has helped you understand how to navigate and begin development in our Digital Signage EZ application. All signage application modules use the same processes for development, with this EZ module using slightly different terminology and a different folder tree structure. Feel free to email or call if you need help in getting started. iDigiview thanks you for taking time to view this tutorial.